Hello there, how are you? I hope all is well and everything is absolutely amazing on your end. Welcome back. This is your light in darkness, and I am back again with another new update and important reading for all of you today. Before starting with the reading, allow me to express my gratitude for the beautiful, loving, amazing, positive energy all of you are sending towards me. May God bless you all with abundance in all of its beautiful forms, and without wasting any of our time, let's begin with today's reading. Today's reading describes about your counterpart's current situation and the outcome of the plans they were trying to implement or act upon. Okay, so I am seeing here that your counterpart had plans of either getting married or getting into some sort of commitment or relationship, but the foundation at which they were trying to build this new beginning, or we can say the foundation at which they were trying to bring in this new beginning in their life, is not based actually on true divine unconditional love, but on the same conventional, traditional, dysfunctional, destructive patterns that had been going on in our society, our communities, within our families for ages and centuries, which is all about show off. That's it. We are very well aware of what happens behind the scenes when it comes to the talks of marriage and commitment in traditional sense in our society, don't we? We've seen within our own families and in our surroundings how much people are obsessed about attracting partners which would look good according to the set standards of our society, community, the world around us. And of course, they must fulfill the expectations of beauty and status set by our parents, especially mothers and sisters, because their opinions, their validation, their approval matters a lot, isn't it? That's what I see was going on here. Your counterpart was trying to bring this new beginning on this foundation. Some of them may have already done that. They may have made a decision of getting married, either to show off in their community or society, or to attract huge amount of dowry in their life, especially if your counterpart is a man and lives by traditional values, or patriarchy is deeply ingrained and rooted within their family or in culture they live in. Okay, this was the thing. This was the main theme or situation, you can say, that was going on here. So for those who already got married, universe is stepping in, divine intervention is coming in to destroy those foundations at which they were trying to make this marriage successful, or the foundations at which they are standing right now. Okay, this is for those whose counterparts got married already. Now for those whose counterparts were thinking of getting married or getting into some sort of commitment where the intention was to show off, acquire wealth or dowry, or simply to level up in their status quo in front of the world they live in. There's no element of love here. There's no element of understanding, compassion, cooperation. No one cares to think about what a marriage means or what a life partnership means. Nothing at all. this relationship, this marriage, this commitment was surely and purely built upon glitz and glamour. The intention behind this marriage or this commitment was nothing except material gains. Okay. It's all about acquiring and accumulating as much money, wealth, property, financial prosperity, and things like that. On top of it all, this connection, this marriage, or this situationship is purely for the purpose of showing off in the world. Look at my husband or look at my wife. Look at the kind of trophy I brought in. Look at the kind of car my husband or my wife gifted me. Look at this palace or this villa or this building or this flat I got in dowry. It's all about that. Now for those who already got married, I am seeing that because of someone's gossip or because of a rumor or because of your own counterparts' past misdeeds and their deceptive nature, this marriage or this commitment is going to come crashing down and they'll fail in keeping up with this marriage. Okay, same thing is going to happen in those other cases where your counterpart was thinking of getting married to fulfill these kind of materialistic intentions or desires. Because of someone's immature attitude, especially a woman's, like those aunties, those sisters, those neighbors who like to gossip and, spread lies and rumors. Because of such talks and gossip, this commitment or this marriage is going to come crashing down. And they'll experience betrayal, deception, and humiliation as well because of all of this. And it is nothing but your own counterparts' karmic consequences and repercussions coming back around to slap them in front of the whole world. I'm saying that for a reason. Okay, I used this statement, I'm stating this statement for a reason, and I'll explain why. This event, this occurrence is coming in around to thrash your counterpart in a corner to make them feel how they made you feel. This is to crash and crush their pride, their arrogance, their rigidity, their stubbornness, their ego onto the ground. Because that was the reason why they mistreated you, deceived you, rejected you, and abandoned you. They wanted to show off how powerful, how superior, how successful, kind of successful. I don't see any success here. They were successful in their own mind, and how important or significant they are in the world they live in. That's where divine is going to hit them, or their own karma is going to hit them. All their pride, their reputation, their image, the so-called respect they are so obsessed about or were so focused on, were clinging on to, were holding on to, is going to get blackened and destroyed. It'll all be gone. They'll experience humiliation, disrespect, slander, and utter defamation after this event or this occurrence. They rejected you just because they could maintain their fake image or keep up with the standards and the traditions that had been going on either within their family or society. That's where I see their own karma is going to hit them, because they've mistreated you for that one reason. They rejected you and have hurt you to extremes just because of these insignificant things. things which are just illusions, things which God warns us about. That's where they made the mistake. So I am seeing something is about to happen, something which is not of a positive nature. Either this is happening right now with many of them out there right now, or is about to happen, after which they'll get humbled. Their pride, their arrogance, their superiority complex, it'll all be gone after this one event or this one occurrence, because it is going to be so bad and so humiliating and embarrassing. They wouldn't even be able to show their face for a while or come out of their own shell, because it's going to be that depressing or distressing for them, or tormenting, which is needed, just because this arrogance, this pride, this male ego needs to come down and needs to get crushed in order to bring in a new beginning or a fresh start in your soul connection. I hope you're getting my point now. Okay, that is what I see is going to happen here. And that would be the point at which this toxic cycle or this karmic situation is going to come to an end. After that, I am seeing that they'll think about everything they did in the past. They'll think about all these traditional norms, values, morals, other rules and regulations, old conventions, the conventions they've been living by, all other thought patterns, mindsets, belief systems, ways of living and being. They'll go deep down within themselves and they'll think about it all. They'll start thinking about it all, and then they'll draw a conclusion about making changes. But before that, this negative situation is going to come around. Before that, they'll experience this breakup or the separation with the person they are with right now, or are trying to build a relationship, commitment, or marriage with. Okay. They'll be rejected, insulted, humiliated, and embarrassed the same way they did with you. Exactly the same way. And all of this is happening just because they rejected you for all of these other things which are of no importance, which hold no value in the world of God, in His court. You getting my point? God presented them with two choices. On one hand, it was true divine unconditional love, their own soul counterpart. On the other hand, it was 3D material world. They chose the 3D material world. That is why the world is going to come crashing down. Now, it doesn't matter what they were trying to build in their 3D material world, whether it was a marriage, a relationship, a commitment, a business, which was purely and solely based on attaining and obtaining profits, with no care and concern about serving humanity or mankind in general. If that was the main purpose of their business, or if that's what they were aiming for, their business as well is going to come crashing down. Because the lesson here for them is to learn the significance and importance of true divine unconditional love over 3D material world and materialistic living. These kind of situations and patterns won't leave their life until and unless they learn this lesson. That is what I'm seeing. So they may repeat these mistakes. Okay, more than once. So you've got to be patient and remain distant from them. If they reach out to you, if they try to connect with you, if they try to contact with you, look at their ways of living and being, observe their attitude and their behavior, and if you see even 1% of the same arrogance, pride, and superiority complex, the guidance is to stay away from them and just let them be and let them go. Do not entertain them at all. This is the guidance that's coming for you. Stay away from them. You getting my point? Until and unless this person doesn't reflect humility, compassion, understanding, cooperation, mutual respect, and mutual love towards you, do not entertain this person at all. Do not entertain this person's ego, arrogance, pride, superiority complex, immature attitude, immature behavior, or just in general, his old ways of living and being. If you can clearly see that your counterpart is not reflecting or showing any positive change, stay away from them until they show that kind of a change. You getting my point? And if you see that change, take time, observe, let them prove it to you or show you that they've really changed. After that, you can make decision of either entertaining them or communicating with them, or if it's divine will, then getting married or committing to each other. I see that happening here, but it will take time. And as I said, you've got to test the waters before jumping into it. You've got to test your counterpart and observe them if they've learned their lessons or not. Till then, you've got to maintain strict boundaries with them, because they'll be going through a lot and they need to go through all of this all alone. Your presence is not needed because they need to get embarrassed. They need to feel that embarrassment, that humiliation, or that stingy feeling. They need to feel that sting in order to transform and change for better. Without that, I don't see anything changing. Until and unless your counterpart doesn't feel that pain of getting humiliated and shamelessly embarrassed by someone else who would be of same immature attitude they were displaying in the past, they wouldn't learn their lessons. So you've got to understand it all. You've got to look at things from a higher perspective. You've got to maintain balance and equilibrium, and you've got to choose your own self while this transformative change happens, or while you go through this transition in your soul connection. Okay? Things are turning around. Tables are about to turn. Your counterpart is about to go down in the dumps or be there for a while before they come out as a changed person, or before they finally realize and learn that these patriarchal patterns or these old ways of living and being are not going to serve them. Getting my point? So this is your reading, and I hope that today's guidance brings you clarity and you feel lighter after listening to me. If that's how you feel, if that's what you think, do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Feel free to hit the like button and do subscribe to our channel for more such content to be readily available for all of you on a regular basis. With that being said, do not hesitate to follow through with the link given in the description box below. Also, if any of you are interested in taking a personal life purpose reading, kindly contact me or consult with me through way of my given email address provided in the description box below. That's all. Signing off, taking leave. We'll be back sooner than later. Till then, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye-bye.